Tracy, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do. There's literally nothing that we can do. CPS thinks she's being bullied. She tells everybody it's a character. I've had, like emergency mental health checks for her. I've had I've tried to get her 302'd, or some places call it like 5150, involuntarily committed. It doesn't help. She doesn't listen to anybody. She lies to everybody. I mean, you saw her essentially bait my dad this morning into screaming at her to make her the victim again. That's what she does. And before anybody tries to accuse me of doing things for clout, my gifts are off, so. Virgo girl, it has been a wild couple of days. I'm just doing my best. That's really all. That's the best I can say. I'm just doing my best. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, I try and be very careful about what I share because a lot of it's not my business, right? So I talk to certain people in my family, and there, you guys don't have to look at my dirty craft table. I'm in contact with certain people in my family, and they give me information, and I don't want to essentially throw them under the bus and share their, information, but I'm not an idiot. Like, I don't need to feel the water to know it's raining outside. You know what I mean? So, and you guys see it. She's just, she gets a truth and she harps on it, just like the internet paid for my wedding. I got not one penny from anything, from anybody. But somehow she seems to think that the internet paid for my wedding. I don't know. I don't understand it, but she has her truth. And, that's what it is. Essentially what I've gathered the past few days, Lisa thinks that everybody's obsessed with her and they do everything for clout and everybody's just trying to make a name for themselves off of her name. And she's acting like she has some sort of reality TV show that she's the star of. And, she says everybody's obsessed with her and everybody does all these weird things, but then she invites it. She's asking people, come up if you have opposition, come if you want to fight with me. If you don't like me, come tell me about myself. And then she, I don't know, gets upset and acts like a victim. It doesn't make any sense. But Jace has more than just myself or even my sister. He has adult sisters now that have their own homes and they're clean and they're safe and they've invited him to go and he doesn't want to. There's only so much we can do. And I know that sounds terrible, and a lot of people say if it was my family, I would go do this. And it's, you guys just don't understand the complexity of the situation. And talking to her doesn't do anything. She has resources. She has people she can talk to. She just doesn't want it. Oh, I know, Nick. You told me. And that's why every once in a while I check, I get yelled at if I come on TikTok and talk about her or post on her Reddit or whatever, because I don't help. And if I loved him, I would take him and this, that, and the third. But I mean, I just check up on her every once in a while to see what she's doing, see if I need to check in on Jace. And, I'll take him food or, check in on him, whatever. But there's really only so much you can do. And you guys saw her. She says something, and then 5 minutes later when you call her out on it, she says, I didn't say that. And it's like, yes, you did. And she harps on it. That's all she does is she just repeats herself over and over again. And I don't know why. She seems, the other day she's bringing up that, Ronnie stole the stuff that was sent to Jace. And then 5 minutes later, Yins are going to get me in a fight with my sister. Why would you say that? No, you said that. She has people in her corner that'll help her. There are so many people on Instagram, TikTok, everything else that have reached out to her and have offered her support and friendship and resources, and she just doesn't seem to want it. So, I don't know, guys. But, I mean, she tries to push blame off on everybody else. Abby's confirmed the pregnancy multiple times in multiple different ways. And I'm not trying to share their business either, but, they've confirmed it, and they're not smoking crack. And, Cole says, he was just on live with her saying, that he didn't rob her, and, she's harping on it that it did. And I don't know. It's just, the whole situation is just sad. And unfortunately, if she's not going to listen to her doctors and her sisters and her parents and her children, everybody's going to say, well, why did you do this? Why did you come live? Because genuinely, everybody needs to just report or block or whatever. Engaging with her is not helping, right? Like, there are certain people like Tech or, that have a relationship with her that, have resources and have the ability to help her, that she could possibly one day go to. I could see her possibly doing that. But people just yelling at her, it's not helping. It's just giving her more of a woe is me, pity. I don't know. It's just sad. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, she doesn't listen. If she's not going to listen to her own kids, she's not going to listen to, I don't want to say random people on the internet like it's a negative thing, but essentially random people on the internet. She says she wants friends, and then 3 days later she comes back cocky, and I could just come on and tell a story and people will send me money, and I'll just do this. And, she doesn't want your friendship. It's sad, and I'm sorry to say that, but she just wants, exactly, Sierra, she wants people to yell at her or call her names or talk down to her. If, her children are pouring their hearts out to her, and instead of her saying something like, I'm so sorry that you feel that way, or that I made you feel that way, or, that, your life has been so hard, it's, I'm the worst, and you guys just all hate me, and, well, what about when so-and-so did this? And it's, so what the hell's the point? Saved by God's grace, yeah, she's my sister. And the only reason I said anything is because she's been talking about me the past few days off and on, making weird claims and comments again. She hasn't seen me since, she was 17, but she's mad at me because I recorded her at her home less than a year ago without her consent, outside in the public. I don't know. Lily J, I'm not sure. That's Abby's business. I don't know. I don't want to, put any wrong information out there, and I don't want to, put any words in their mouth. I've heard Lisa say some things. I don't know. As far as I know, I mean, when Abby and I were very close, they talked about, their desire to have children and what they wanted to do. And I don't know if that's changed. I have a very hard time believing that they would have, be pregnant and not go to the doctors, or be on some sort of hard drug, or, something like, I can't confirm or deny that because I don't know, because I haven't spoken to them, but I would have a very hard time believing that. I just don't know. I don't feel like that's a thing that would happen. I would be very surprised if I got that news, but that's just my personal opinion about that. But I highly doubt that they are. Michelle, yes, when I took him his camping stuff, correct. And the only reason I did that was so she couldn't say that I didn't. I don't proactively offer any information about her. I never have. I just respond to the crazy things that she says and does. Tiger Lily, yeah, the screen is black, babe. I am working and I don't want any, client information to get out. So I'm sorry about that. No, my dad's not in the hospital. Saved by God's grace. Can you send a request? Because I'm trying to, but the darn chat keeps going so fast. Oh, wait, there you are. There you go. I sent you an invitation. Whoops, I think I did it wrong. I'm really good at TikTok. 1 second. Oh, man. You're not on the list of people that I can invite to go live with. Yeah, the screen is black. Sorry, guys. Oh, in 10 minutes. I thought you said for 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. The comments go so fast. Okay, cool. Married life is the same as not married life. It's just a little harder to run away, but it's good. I still like him. I'm going to keep him for a little while longer. Virgo, I know, and I love you dearly. You're so cute. I appreciate you. Yeah, there seems to be like a delay of me getting the messages. Like they go really